What's up guys, I'm Matthew Maps and Battles, and today I have a top 5. It's been a really long time since I recorded these, but I thought it'd be fun to do one. We'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll do more. Last time, when I've done these in the past, I've started with energy rings. Today I thought I'd start with tips instead. I originally was just going to do favorite tips, and then I thought, tips are very diverse, Like some parts, I guess, are kind of weird, right? Like attack bays, I guess, have some bigger pieces than CH-120 is used for attack, or it's like something really low, But like tips, it's very obvious, A tip is defense, stamina, attack, and there's a few that are kind of mixed, right? So I thought, let's be specific and talk about top 5 favorite types of tips. So this time is going to be defense types. So I have 5 defense tips here. I guess honorable mention to like wide ball and twin ball. I think they're cool. I like them, but if I'm making an act like a defense combo, I'm probably not going with any of them, because the rubber tips are just better. So, yeah. And there's a hair. Ooh, okay. So yeah, here we go. Number 5 is RB. Is it gonna focus? Yeah, it does. Cool. I don't think my whole camera or my phone did that. Ah, okay. So rubber ball, defense type performance tip is pretty simple, straightforward. It is a rubber ball. I don't have much to say about rubber ball because I don't have much experience with it. I guess if I was ranking it on the defense level, it's probably like 3-ish maybe. I think generally you get some have more stamina, less defense. Some have more defense, less stamina. I think it's probably right in the middle. I don't use it much though. It's just not my thing. So it's number 5 though because it's defense. Stop messing with focus. But I can't honestly put wide ball or something on the list. So number 4 is rubber semi flats. I promise these will probably get better when I'm talking about parts I use more and like more. RSF is on main, or actually I should put RB is on J Jupiter. RSF is on Blitz Unicorno, and it's also on Ray Gill. This is from Twisted Befall, B145 RSF. RSF is pretty good. I prefer to RB. I'm not sure where its stamina compares, but it's a rubber defense tip. It's got good defense. There's not much to say about it. I don't use defense types as much, so I like it a bit more than RB though. So number 4. Number 3, we've got RS, Rubber Spike, or Rubber Sharp. RS is the premier defense tip. It has the most defense out of any defense tip and the least amount of stamina. I'm putting it over the other two because of that. It makes it stand out, If you want a defense combo to outlast or to stay in the stadium no matter what, you go with RS. Maybe there's an argument to be said that I may put this behind the other two. I thought a bit harder about it, because I'm not a big defense tip user, but it does the job better than anything else, which is why I'm giving it the edge over RSF and RB. If I'm going for a defense bay, there's a good chance I want the tip that's gonna outlast the most. So RS is number 3. Number 2 is RDF. I think RDF is probably number 2. Maybe yeah. I think it's probably number 2 to RS defense. I just prefer it a little more because it also stays in the stadium very well, but it has a bit more stamina. I kind of like it being a flat-ish tip. It's a bit more aggressive. At least I believe it is. I admit I haven't used this tip in ages. But I don't know. RDFs I like a bit more than RS when it comes to defense. And it is my number 2. And then, last but not least, number 1, we have CS. I love CS. This is a pretty worn down CS. I love CS because when it's not worn down, the rubber is above the plastic, and it's very, sorry, it keeps messing with the zoom. It's really hard to keep it, focused with things in the background. It is very aggressive. It feels more like an attack tip, though inconsistent. Or hard to control, I guess. And then when it gets worn down, you get more of the plastic sticking out. What I love about CS, though, is that yes, its defense isn't quite as good as other defense tips, but I like my stamina, so I'm generally going to go with CS. It's kind of the reason RDF and RB are lowest, because yeah, sure, they've got better stamina than RS and RDF. But if I'm going to go for more stamina, I'm just going to use CS. And if I want more defense, I'm going for RS and RDF. So that leaves them, you know, as the odd man out. I love CS. I think it's a great tip. You can pull with a lot of combos. It's got pretty solid stamina. Yet also is, you know, good defense. Not quite the defense of the capabilities of the other ones, but you get back having way more stamina and can, you know, not get tornado stalled by something like MF, you know? So CS is definitely my go-to for defense tips. I'd use it even more in balanced combos too. And this one actually won a CBT a long time ago, not on the channel anymore. It was Twisted Pegasus? Twisted something. 230 CS. And I've heard Flame 230 CS is really meta right now. So CS is my personal favorite defense tip. I love it. But again, I am not a defense person, so I don't have much to say about these except for CS, because I really like, you know, that CS has more stamina than the rest. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, comment below. These will be better if I'm doing, you know, a bit more passionate, you know, like attack tips or stamina tips, because those are the combos I like to use. Even like probably spin tracks for defense, you know, I've got a bit more passion about. Just tips not as much, because I just don't. I'd rather have a tip or a defensive spin track with a mixed tip than a defensive tip, you know, generally, except for CS, you know. I put something on E230 or something, you know, maybe CS on E230, because CS does have a bit more stamina. But I put something else on, you know, those defensive spin tracks before just going with a neutral, you know, spin track and a defense tip, you know what I mean? So yeah, these would be better though, more than likely, but these will probably be better when I talk about other things, so do expect that if I do more. And then lastly, comment below what your favorite defense performance tips are, because, you know, it's a top 5. I want to know your top 5 as well. Be much more boring otherwise. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.